Okay, let's focus in on that Dallas-San Francisco game because I have a lean in this game, and I can't be talked out of it, I don't think. Now, I got burned last week by taking Tampa over Dallas. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I thought Tom Brady at home getting points, okay, how can I resist? I'm struggling to find a way that Dallas beats San Francisco. Because if the only thing you're going to tell me is Brock Purdy, well, you don't really have the evidence. Last week against the Seattle Seahawks, he did not play well. The guy was only 18 for 30. It's not like his stat line at the end for 300 yards. It's not like his stat line was unbelievable. He missed a lot of throws. But when they were down at halftime, he put together an incredible second half. He ends up with 3 touchdowns, passing, 1 rushing touchdown, and he was excellent. I feel like that was the test, and he passed it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was 9 for 19 at one point, so then he got super hot. Most of those incompletions were throwaways.
Yeah.
I thought he was the completion percentage was not a big deal because he averaged 11 yards per attempt. That's a yard and a half higher than the NFL lead. So he was really, but a lot of it was, of course, Deebo Samuel. Yeah, here's my fear of the Niners. Who have they beaten lately? They've run over these mediocre teams. The last time, really, they played a really good team was the Chiefs game, and they got killed. So I do worry that they might have gotten fat off of mediocre competition. I know they had Miami with Tua in there, but that was going all the way across the country for that Miami team that I never bought fully.
Okay.
So I worry that they're a little bit of fool's gold.
Well, I mean, getting fat off mediocre competition, you basically are describing a lot of teams that are in the playoffs, including your team, including the Giants.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about my team. I think they're not as good as their record. And the Vikings were not as good as their record.
Right.
The Giants were not as good as their record, although they seem to be building this bizarre confidence.
They have the irrational confidence. I don't know. I just see San Francisco. I can't say winning big. I don't know if this is a 2-touchdown game. Obviously not. But I can just see them kind of taking control of this game. And I think their defense is really good. And I think when you get out basically to the edges, they have the speed, and they're going to ask Dallas, those corners are going to have to tackle, all these things that it just seems like second nature to San Francisco that they do so well. Yeah,
I mean, their corners are weak. I mean, you could get, but I don't know if Dallas is going to be able to take advantage of that. I mean, DK Metcalf obviously did whatever he wanted in that first half. Yeah, it's going to be tough. The only reason I wouldn't put a ton of money on San Francisco, 4 points.
That's a tough no man's land there.
Yeah, it goes over the 3-point. So, and I agree. Everything you say makes sense, but it does feel to me like Dallas can keep this close. It won't be San Francisco just running roughshod over everybody again. So what does that mean for our boy, Brock Purdy?
I think what it means for Brock Purdy is that, I know this is crazy to say, but if he wins and they get to the Super Bowl, do you say no thank you to Tom Brady?
Oh, you say no definitely. Why Tom Brady doesn't fit this offense?
Tom Brady can fit any offense, can he? A great offensive line, great weapons. Why couldn't Tom Brady do what Brock Purdy's doing? I just like that there's some sort of legit RPO possibility. He's good on play action. I get it. Purdy is
and Trey Lance would probably be even better because he can run. I don't know. Everybody's so dynamic in that offense. You're going to bring in a 46-year-old guy who can't move 2 feet. It just feels wrong. Nobody plays a position except Tom Brady's going to be this statue at quarterback. To me, it just doesn't feel like the right fit.
Well, here's the thing, though, about Trey Lance. Basically, the guy was liking Instagram posts about the new Tennessee Titans general manager, who I know was working for the 49ers.
Yeah, he's his friend. Who knows? Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
hey, pick me, pick me.
Well, I don't know. Brock Purdy sure looks good to me. Unless it's a total disaster, I believe Brock Purdy's starting week 1.
I don't think Trey Lance is going to be able to beat him out.
No, but it's San Francisco. I mean, probably they'll both get hurt and they'll go to third or fourth.
Say that.
And if Brady goes, I mean, that's San Francisco's quarterback history lately. And as you keep pointing out, till Jimmy G is long gone and not wearing a Niners uniform, let's not count that dude out either.